It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Wright. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Big strides, look at him go.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Cole Kmet with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
You look at this Bears defense.
They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Goff.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. And these 2 teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Out of the gun, Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The Lions at 8-2 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They go ahead and snap it. Goff, flush to his right. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Bears will get the football back. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And they go play action with May. That's complete. Rome Odunze.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Hyatt there to grab it.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
On play action, May.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You talk about this Lions defense.
Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Here's May. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
A pass complete to Odunze.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal.
From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Goff now looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
This is 2nd and 8.
Now it's Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off play action. Here's Goff. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Now Goff. Got a man. That's Ayuk. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. This defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
That's complete to Laporta.
2nd catch for him today, and they'll wind up the 1st down. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
In motion left, Bateman.
To throw is Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Goff now looks to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Third and 4. They'll throw with May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Throwing here is May. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Wright.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
They'll try and throw for it with May.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
After the interception, here's Goff.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That's good for the Lions.
Here's Goff. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
At the Bears' 48-yard line.
Gone. Flushed out right.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They'll set up to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
From the shotgun, May with it. He'll get that complete to his tight end Kmet.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
Right. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Off the play fake. Here's May.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Out of the gun, Goff.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Lad McConkey as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Goff now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit.
David Montgomery, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point attempt to come here. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They'll go again here with Wright.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Fourth down. Here's May. That is caught. He's got the first down and potentially a lot more.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Jalen Hyatt, 67 yards. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Off the option, here's Jacobs.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Goff now looking to throw. Touchdown! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
A give up the middle to right. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
And they go play action now. May.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. May. He'll get this into the hands of the doom zone.
And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down.
To the air, May.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he gets it down to the 32.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Goff.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4.
2nd and 6.
To the air again, Goff. This is caught.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it.
Yeah, he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Jacobs punching it in from a yard away.
And the Lions extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Wright going to try and bowl his way in.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
They'll throw with May.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Ladd McConkey,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Lions 38, Bears 31.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
second down. Jacobs once more.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this will probably get away from them.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run right here with Jacobs.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Once again, it's Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's May.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's May.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Jacobs, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
At the Bears' 11-yard line.
Throwing now, Goff. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a 27-yard attempt here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet.